Deb Richard is Kansas-born, Kansas-proud. Grew up in Manhattan, Kansas. Won the state high school championship at Manhattan High 3 consecutive years. Won the Kansas women's amateur title in '82 and '83. In '84, won the United States women's amateur and was part of the U.S. team that won the World Amateur Golf Championship. Wow. Richard attended the University of Florida and only won 3 consecutive Southeastern Conference championships. Was the individual runner-up in the '85 NCAA tournament. She won the Broderick Award as the nation's outstanding female golfer, was a 3-time All-American, and led the Gators to the 1985 NCAA championship. Then went on to play professionally on the LPGA for 20 years, winning 6 times. Does extensive charity work now through her foundation, the Deb Richard Foundation. A member of the University of Florida Hall of Fame, the Kansas Golf Hall of Fame, and now the Kansas Sports Hall of Fame, Deb Richard.
Dream big, dream often, dreams do come true. I've carried that motto with me my entire life. And how else would a young girl growing up in Manhattan, Kansas grow up to do the things that he just talked about? I've been dreaming big dreams for a long, long time. And it's ironic that I would go on to play golf. Kansas is not the hotbed state for developing future golfers of America. We're working on it though. And it was also a sport that when I first took it up, it was not a great passion, it wasn't a great love, in fact I hated it. It was very humbling as a kid. So I quarterbacked a girls' football team, I played softball on a traveling team, I played basketball until I graduated high school, and they all came very easy to me. And the first time I put a golf club in my hands and tried to hit a golf ball, I was like, why? This is horrible, and I was horrible. But it became a love, and it didn't take long for the love to develop, and I will tell you, it all resonates in one thing. Every day in life, people cross our path, new people never met before, and we had no reason to believe they would change our lives. But when we take the time to get to know some of those people, you realize that they really did change the course of your life. I was lucky. Club pro at Manhattan Country Club when I was growing up was Ron Schmetterman. Great player in his own right. And he had a conversation with my dad. And he said, you know, I think your daughter's got a lot of talent. I'd really like to work with her. And if she wants to take up the game, it's got to be in her choice. I'd love to teach her how to play, and I'm not going to charge you a dime for it. So my dad came home and he relayed that story to me. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I took him up on it. And Ron and I developed a great relationship, and Ron taught me the game until well into my years on tour. And Ron is a Kansan, and very proud to have Ron as a link into my life because he taught me more than just the game of golf. He taught me what passion can really do. And I've been living my passion for a long time. And you know, there's some other great Kansans here that have had really an instrumental part in my life. Judy Bell being one, fellow Hall of Famer here. But when I talk about people who come into your life, they come into you at strange times, and I know that playing golf was a big passion. And it was funny because I picked up the book tonight, and it has a quote in there from me. And it talks about the golf being a great passion, but everything that happened inside the ropes, all the things that I accomplished on the golf course were extremely personal. And they were, because it was a reflection of the hard work and dedication and all the hours and all the things that I love to do. But I learned very quickly what my true passion is. And that is to create pathways and opportunities for young adults and kids to find their passion. And I've been doing that for a long time, and I'm going to continue doing that in what is now becoming my true passion moving forward. And sometimes I wonder, where does that come from? What started all that? And I know very clearly what started it. It started in my home, where I grew up. And it started with my mom, my dad, and my brother. And we have a very unique family. We all have fought together for things. We've relied on each other day in and day out. My dad just retired from Kansas State 3 weeks ago. We just had a retirement dinner for Dad. And it was amazing adulation that everybody at Kansas State University had for Dad. But what they didn't know, and what I hope more and more people got to know that night, is that what Mom and Dad brought into our household was that live your dream. It's your dream. Make it what you want it to be. Find your passion. Give it everything you want, and let it be your dream. Dad had his. Mom had her passion. She followed it with Dad every step of the way. My brother wanted to be a dentist as long as I can remember. And I don't know any kid that goes, I want to be a dentist. He did. And I got to tell you, he's one of the greatest dentists you'd ever want to meet. He's just a phenomenal man, and I'm very proud of him. And I'm very proud he's here tonight. His wife, Bisi. Nancy, thank you for making the trip up. It's wonderful to have you here. Mom and Dad, I would never be here. I would never have chosen the path. I would never be feeling so compelled to translate what's inside our family out without you, because I think we have something special, and I thank you for that. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank all the K-State crowd. For all of you that don't know right now, I do some work with them now, and they've become such wonderful friends. So thank you for making the trip up, K-State, and being here tonight. And I want to thank the Kansas Sports Hall of Fame. I'm truly honored, very humbled to be here, because most of the things that I went out and did in my life, I did out of the state of Kansas. But trust me, Kansas, you have been with me every step of the way, my heart and my soul, because you are so grounded as people. And that part, I think, resonates out for me in wanting to give back. So thank you very much. Thank you.